decades before nude photos of celebrities routinely appeared in the media, and by design, instantly put them in the cultural zeitgeist. When it happened to me, it wasn't just shocking, it was publicly scandalous, which is why it held such power over me. The power to tear down my life, the power to blow up my career, and most devastating of all, the power to turn my happiness, self-confidence, and success into rock-hard humiliation.
Your background and your career speaks for itself. Some might say you did nothing wrong and you have nothing to explain, but you wanted to dig in, including for many years, there was speculation over who was responsible for
Yes.
this intimate moment being made public.
Yes.
Your then husband won a suit against Ebony magazine.
Yes, he did.
For saying that he was the person who leaked the tape. You reveal that there was a moment of suspicion, because I'd be thinking,
Well,
was it you?
I did think at the beginning that it was him, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know. But I knew that it was not like him. But the thing is that, you know, when you don't know, and there's some, and we called the FBI. We called the FBI to step in.
Did you feel unprotected by the world? Because again, here's this private moment. You'd done nothing wrong, and yet it turned into this fodder. It affected your business.
It did. I lost every contract. I lost every contract, and the phone stopped ringing except to cancel. I just knew that if I didn't tell the story in my words, there's already all this other crap that's out there that are untruths, that are lies, that are people speculating. And I had become sick of it. And I had to say, finally, these are my words.
You continue to be someone that is a beacon. I mean, I would often look at magazines and see a glimpse of you and an update and when you got married and your daughters. And so for me, I guess I'm surprised to hear anyone believe that it ruined the Jayne Kennedy that I admire, the Jayne Kennedy that Gail and Oprah, as you talk about in the book, told you that you're a game changer.
Well, maybe it was because you didn't really think that, and maybe the whole country didn't think that, but I did. And that was key.
How did you recover from believing that?
I don't even know, because it was 10 years that I hated myself. My daughters saved me. I mean, literally, they saved me. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to hide. I didn't talk to any of my friends for 10 freaking years. And we got a call from the Image Award people, and they asked Bill, you know, we want you and Jayne to present an Image Award for the best play. And he knew that I was going to say no, but he came and asked me anyway. And he came into the room and he said, Jayne, they want us to present. He said, I can cancel, you know, I can just call him and tell him it's going to happen. And I didn't say anything. And he started and he turned away, and I kind of whispered, yes.
Yes. And that was the breakthrough moment.
It was time. And so we show up at the Image Awards, and I'm backstage freaking out because I'm saying, I can't do this. I couldn't look people in the eye anymore. Oh, God. Oh. I just couldn't, you know, and as I sat backstage, standing backstage, I'm looking for a window and an exit. Okay, where's an exit door? Where's a window? You know, can I hide in the curtains? I tried to hide in the curtains. And then Bill came over to me and he said, it's time to go on stage. And he dragged me on stage, and I'm trusting him. And he took me up the steps, and he threw away the speech, and he got to the microphone and he said, I want to thank the NAACP for bringing my wife out of the house. Oh. And that's when I started my journey of healing. But I don't know how, I didn't know how I was going to do it, and I happened upon this small church. And I'd driven by it many times before. I went inside, the lights were glowing yellow in this choir practice on a Thursday night. And after everyone left, I went to the minister, who was a total stranger, and I said, I need help. I need you to tell me how to forgive. And he said, you know, these things are handy. And he gave me a handkerchief. and I said, he said, do you want to talk about this? I said, yes. And we scheduled a meeting twice a week for 6 weeks. And when I finally realized I had to forgive myself.
Right. And you write about that in the book, and I think that's one of the biggest takeaways, because as I said, for people who admire you, and you know, I talked to Carrie Champion and Jamil Hill and all these amazing journalists who adore you. It rests with you forgiving yourself.
Yes.
And I think so many people forget to do that. But for the grace of God, there go I, and the mistakes that we all make in our darkest days are not the total sum. And I think, Jayne, for me, that's what this book really is. It's a lesson of a great career, but it's recognizing that your darkest moments don't define it. They don't define the life. And listen, your sports career will have an impact until the end of time. But I hope that your message of forgiving yourself and learning to forgive yourself will resonate with someone watching right now, would resonate with someone in this audience, because that, to me, that's Jayne Kennedy.
That's everything.
That's everything. I've been this nervous. I've not been so nervous in a long time, because I hold you in such high esteem. I'm honored that you would come on to talk with us. You are the Jayne Kennedy. The book is Plain Jayne. It is on sale now wherever books are sold. The audio book is available exclusively on Audible. This audience, you are all going home with a copy of Jayne's